Good morning, everyone. This is just a quick live to discuss some open opinions. Good morning, Miss Ann. I know it's been a minute, but I've been busy. It's been a lot. Plus, it's summertime, so I spend a lot of time outside. Good morning, Miss Margie. I don't know where my Juicy Cami is. I sent her the link. But how have y'all been doing this morning, this week? Prayers for Florida. Hope y'all stay safe. So, me and my friends were discussing relationships, different types of relationships, and how us women are in relationships, things we accept in a relationship, just different aspects of it. Pretty good topic. Can y'all hear me? Thank you, Miss Ann. Normally, Juicy Kim would help me with my vocals, but I don't know where she's at. Hey, my niece K Shell. Hey, E Brooks. Yeah, hold on real quick. I'm gonna try something. Hmm. There you are, Juicy Kim.
Trying to rush me through. Then as soon as I was about to hit the damn link, the phone rung. I said, "What? I be damn." I said, "I be damn." How the hell? Because I went to your room. I thought you was gonna drop the link in there, so I went in there.
Oh, thank you, Miss Ann.
Good morning, Miss Ann. Good morning.
Okay, so Juicy Kim.
Hey, Margie. Well, let me speak to the people. Hey, Margie.
Oh,
Hey,
look at you.
Sarah. Who else is that? Oh, hey, Sharon. Yeah. Hey, bro. Did I miss anybody? Hey, Duchess. Good morning. Okay, I'm good. Now, what you say, Uncle?
Okay, so you see the title of this live, right?
Relationships.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know where to start.
Well, I don't know. Let's okay, what's your definition of a relationship? Is it like uh can you be just with that one person, or I don't know, cuz I'm not a relationship person.
Okay, so first of all, let's define what type of relationships. Okay. So, intimate relationships, where you're talking to someone. Um, hey, Brandy. Um, Juicy Kim, what did you ask me? Because y'all got me all over the place this morning.
What would be your definition or your input on what a relationship should be, or
So,
what would it consist of as far as two people, or is it like a relationship can be just a relationship with benefits, or I mean, I don't know, because like I said, people, Juicy Kim don't do relationships, but she will fuck. There's a difference.
oh, Lord.
So I'm a friend with benefits. I mean, when I was younger, no, no, let's go from the young part. When I was younger, I just don't never. It just felt like when I was wanted to be in a relationship, I just couldn't because there was too many Peter Weeders around. Like, oh, he look like he got a big thing. I need to try that one. Or it wasn't as bad as it is now. Like, you know, uh, all that shit, them AIDS and all of that shit wasn't floating around like it is now. You know what I mean, y'all? I never got caught up or nothing like that. I never got pregnant because my mom always say, every man you lay down with can't get you pregnant, but still protect yourself.
Yeah.
So
I just, I, I think it depends on what you're looking for. Like when it comes to relationships, okay, so like Juicy Kim, you said that the type of relationships you resonate to are friend with benefits type of relationships. So that's all well and good for you. But if the person that's coming at you or trying to get with you is not on that same level or have that same mindset, then it's going to be an issue. So my thing is like sometimes we as and I can only speak for women because I am she, is you got to be like, don't accept anything less than what you're expecting. Does that make sense? Meaning,
that makes a lot of sense because a lot of people women in general put a lot into when they they love hard. A lot of women do. When they fall for a guy or whatever and getting to know him, they fall hard. But the guy don't fall as hard as you fall. And then I think a lot of females get misconstrued over lust and love. They're like, oh, I love him, but you really don't. You really just lusting him.
hey, serious.
So many people to say they love that person. Oh, I love him. How you don't even know him that well to say you love him? I get
Okay.
confused.
So what about the red flags? Like you see red flags in a person, it's okay to see that one flag, that red flag, and how long? Like, do you just back out the minute that you see a red flag in somebody you're dating?
Well, it all depends on like what's the red flag. Like if he hit you, if he hit you or something you talking about, or if he cheating on you, if he cheat on you the first time, I mean he's a cheater.
Yeah, or
Oh,
like he really ain't into you. He
um,
DL. You notice that this dude is licking his lips more than he licks you. Like,
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I notice red flags, but like I said, I don't do relationships. Now with my friend, I can spot a snake.
but even still, Doozy Cam, in the friends with benefits situation, there could still be red flags.
Well, I don't last long enough to have
Like,
flags up because if I hit it and quit it, I'm the dude. I'm gonna hit it and quit it, and I'm done. I'm not going back for seconds, thirds, and fourths because I'm the dude in the relationship. Like if that makes sense. I don't waste my time trying to figure out if it's a red flag or not because I gotta go. We
okay,
good.
we got Slave, we got Virgo. Shout out to Sirius Virgo. It's Virgo season. It's our season.
But I know if a guy is hitting you or if a guy is those are red flags. Or if you have a child with him and he's not doing what he's supposed to do for that child, and he only want to come over and hit it when or whatever, those are red flags. That man is not for you. He only wants the cooter. So if that's the case, that he only wants the cooter, and you are right with that situation, just don't say y'all in no motherfucking relationship. That ain't no relationship. That's what I'm saying. People put the word relationship in the wrong perspective. You ain't in no
Mhm.
goddamn relationship if you just coming to get it and quit it, or coming over only when you have the urge that your other females or whatever wasn't available. That ain't no relationship.
Yeah,
Right or wrong. So that's what I'm saying. Tell it what it is.
we just speaking in general, E Brooks, not talking about anybody in particular. Well, I just say like we gotta do better as far as paying attention to some of the signs and the red flags. Duchess says that she had the same friends from 26 years, nothing serious, but it's the best relationships that have worked for me. Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I think just like you have to be able to like set your limits without putting yourself in a box. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm down for whatever, but as far as like the BS, well, I don't care if you just friends with benefits or not. Be honest with me. You know, honesty is like, we got to be on that level. Have to have a level of honesty. Yeah, or not just be real. come correct or don't come at all. That's my whole thing. And I don't care who you are, as a friend, relationships. Good morning, Mookie. Um, Candy. You know what I'm saying, Juicy Kim? I don't care. Just
Yes.
come correct. I don't care who you are. And that's across the board, whether we screwing or not, whether, you my friend or whatever. And that's a rule that I have set for any kind of relationship. Like I said, it's not just, you can talk to me, you can be free, and I'm not gonna judge you, or not, because I have more respect for you, knowing who you are and where you're coming from, than you trying to hide stuff or come off as fake.
Right. Good morning, people I miss. Hey, y'all.
Hey, Saban.
About to mess up too. So I don't feel bad because that's why I just say, hey, y'all.
I can't stand you on the third.
Yes, indeed. When I can't not, knowing I can't pronounce it, I just be like, hey, y'all. Hey, and shit. That's like Sanjia. Sanjaya. Yeah.
And
She,
Sandy.
yes, she had to teach me how to say her name. It was funny.
So, what are some of y'all's expectations in and whether it's like a relationship, or if you a whole dude like Juicy Kim and just hit it and quit it? What are some of the expectations that you have, you know, in deciding to be with somebody and stay with somebody? So, Juicy Kim, Sirius Virgo says, if the man has cheated, she may try to work it out. It depends on who it was with, how many times. Now, if he abusing me, he has to go. No conversation will be held.
Yeah, I don't condone cheating in any measures because that's to me. I have to trust you. My trust factor has got to be very high, and if I'm trusting you, because that cheating to me is like if you. Well, see, I don't know because I got cheated on when I was younger. When I did try to do relationships, so uh, and the boy cheated with my friend. So they had to both get dealt with, not just one. Both had to get dealt with. So that's why I was like, you can't. I don't condone cheating. That's why I just, even if a person married, I just cheating is. I just don't. It's just not good. Because if they cheat on you once, I feel they'll cheat on you again. You keep forgiving every cheating habit, then when is your breaking point? If you keep saying, okay, because you know they gonna be like, I'm sorry. Yeah, you are sorry. And that's my breaking point. The one time, one and out. So that's why I can't condone it.
So Duchess says that she's way nicer to her friends than someone trying to make it into a labeled relationship because expectations are different.
So in other words, she's saying if you go in with no expectations, you receive no expectations, correct? You don't have no expectations of what it's gonna be, how it's gonna be, or whatever. It just is what it is.
Right.
Right. I can dig that. I can really dig that. It is what it is. No
Yeah.
labels. I don't do labels.
So Sirius says May is an operative word. She probably wouldn't forgive. Slay says she wants somebody who would accept her disability. For her, someone who loves God first and understanding, no cheating or domestic violence allowed.
Amen, sister. And trust me, it's somebody for everybody out here. Never think that you cannot find what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know you heavily in the church, so they say, well, God will send you your person when He's ready. So just be patient, and that's what they be saying, honey. But honey, boo.
So, so do you think that we choose what we will accept and not accept in a relationship based on things that we've seen or, you know, coming up as children, teens, young adults?
I do, because in my lifetime, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot, and yes, I do believe. Even my father was a cheater, so that's what my mother didn't tolerate it. So I've seen him, and he then took us over his women's houses. So that's why I know, what not to tolerate. She didn't put up with it, and I'm not putting up with it.
Good money boy.
He tried to fight her. She whooped his ass. That's why I'm saying. I'm just saying.
So again, would that be would it be safe to say that based on that, seeing that growing up, do you think that molded you into with the mindset that you have as far as dating?
Yes, yes, it does.
Yeah. So Duchess says in the friendship realm, the honesty and transparency is open, but if you want to be with me and hiding, lying, and cheating, I lose respect, and respect is the most important thing for her. So, man, like they say, for me, you ain't got a lot to kick it. I don't care what the dynamic of our relationship is, you know. Um, but just know that I'm going to accept what I'm going to accept and I'm not going to accept. And I'm going to stand firm on that. Kayshell said if her husband cheats at this point, she wouldn't care. Not a woman walking this earth can be to him in one night what I've been as what she's been as long as he has known. If he plays on the playground, she's going out to recess too.
And that can't share. And that's why. And let me tell you something. Men don't like it when they woman if they in this supposedly relationship and they go out cheating. They don't want their woman to cheat. Oh hell no! You done disgraded me. You mean to tell me you getting dick from somebody else and but you out there screwing the field? So I mean I don't understand what's the problem. Why is it that a man can go and do it, but when a woman do it, oh, she a 304? Oh, no, bitch, you a 304 too then.
304 times 12.
Right. So that's why I was like, I guess that's why I got that mentality that no. I used to be like, well, if a man can do it, I can do it better. What the fuck? The fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, so Candy says that her last relationship, she dealt with a cheater and she let that go. even though it was hard because of the time and heart she put into the relationship, she had to let it go. Now he stalks her.
Yeah, you gotta be careful because I hope you got them papers, them stalking papers put on that ass because you don't want to, I mean, some men is just, that's what they do. They just don't want you to get that cooter to nobody else, but they want it all to themselves. But yet you didn't want to stick around and be with it like that. So put them papers on him because I don't want nothing happening to you, girl. Put them papers on.
Is she talking about James Wilson? I'm just playing. Margie says that she's taking her toys and going to another sandbox. I don't know. It's crazy, especially when you put the emotions into it. That's where it gets tricky. Me too, Slay. Me too.
But you got some people that fall in love so damn quick and they don't get to know the person for real. Like this person could be a mass murderer and you don't even know because you ain't get to take the time to really get to know him or her. I ain't gonna just put it on him. I say her because women murder people too.
Yeah.
So, I'm not gonna, so some people just be like, oh, that was the best thing in the world. And I'm in love. I'm like, because I question people when they say they in love. I want to know what made you fall in love with him. Was it the conversation? Was it you got the D? Did he eat the cooler good or something? Because there's nothing that got there can do the same thing. So I'll be wanting to know what made you fall in love with this motherfucker, and you don't really know. Did you
Yeah.
do a background check? Did y'all get tested? Did you go to the doctor to the clinic and make sure the motherfucker ain't got no disease? I be wanting. I'm nosy.
So Candy said it's not unsafe because he knows she don't play and her family doesn't either. If he did something to her, it would be safer for him to commit the S word. I know that's right. Duchess says when emotions get involved, relationships um, get complicated. She decided a long time ago if she's got to stress over you, argue with you, or hire a damn private detective, somebody's going to jail.
That's right, Duchess. I love you. That's right. If I got to jump through 20 hoops, that's the damn truth. If I got to jump through 20 motherfucking hoops to do that, I'm not doing complicated. I cannot. Hell, I got enough stress paying bills, working. People can have enough shit going on in their real life to be stressing over some private eye. I'm my own motherfucking private eye. If you sit back and listen sometime, pay attention, you'll find out a lot. Because I'm the type to go through your motherfucking phone while you sleep. I go through pockets while you sleep. You just better hope the motherfucker wake up and be able to wake up if I find empty things. That's all I'm saying.
So Slay says she was always getting cheated on because of her disability, and that's what makes her say no to men when they want to talk to her. Cause she already admitted that Juicy can't. I mean E Brooks. She don't fall in love.
I'm in love with three people: God and my children. I always put God first and my children. I'm in love with them because they didn't ask to be here. I had them because I wanted them. I wasn't in no relationship. I found who I wanted to have children with, and I had my children. They got the same daddy. Then I'm done.
Margie said, I can't with Margie. Ask questions. E Brooks and Tamara. Margie says she's not going through no phone. She's just putting baby oil on the floor when he in the shower. Juicy Kemp. E Brooks says, so how can you knock people for falling in love if you don't know love? She's not knocking falling in love.
I ain't knock not now person that want to be in love. If they want to be in love, that's on them. But don't come crying to me when you find out that love wasn't what you thought it was. That's all I'm saying. I ain't knock nobody for falling in love.
Candy says it's safer to be alone. She loves not hearing that beast snore beside her and being able to roll around in her bed. I agree. Slay says she agrees with your Juicy Kim. She's in love with God, her family, and they are the only ones who understand her and never judge her. Juicy Kim E. Brooks says, shut up. When I cry, you just listen. Damn it.
This ain't even about E. Brooks. I don't even know why she commenting. Shut up, E. Brooks.
Ooh, I like that idea, Margie. I never thought of that one. Sirius says we can all sit here to say what we wouldn't do. How many times statistically, when a woman gets cheated on, she doesn't leave? We all forgive that cheater the first time.
Nope.
So, it's serious. That's my question. Is we don't know. I don't know because I've only been cheated on once.
So all I've been cheating on was once, and I was a teenager.
And then the fact that they got mad because I called it out to the point where they had to admit it and gonna try. Not only did you cheat, but you gonna try and come at me because I asked you about your shit. So guess what happened? They got the bowling ball up against their head that they had bought me for Christmas, and the pool stick that they bought me for Christmas got cracked across their back. The end. Hmm. I ain't got time to be playing with folks. But you never really know in any type of situation what you'll do until you're actually in that situation. Um, Duchess hopes everybody finds love, but nowadays you have to be clear with what you want. She also has a disability, so a lot comes with being her. Look at Marty talking about she putting laxative in the coffee.
Yeah, everybody can't tolerate cheaters.
Well,
I'm not with giving second and third trials, and no.
okay, so Candy says she didn't put icy hot. Ooh, yeah, crazy. But I'm with it. Margie says that she too many downloads.
Hmm.
Margie, just stay single. Just stay single.
That was a question somebody said, wasn't it? How do you know when a guy is down low? He got gay tendencies. Is it any way you can tell?
What if a man is down low?
Hmm.
Hell, I don't, hell, I don't know. I ain't never dated a dude. He was in it. He was in it. He didn't like. He didn't swing that way.
Mm-mm. I don't know. I only go by like, I mean, I don't like no man to stand in the mirror more than me. I don't like no nigga hair longer than mine. I mean, he got to be a man. Like, I don't know. It's one of the, not one of them lick your lip constantly. Gotta be ashy a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if there's no way you can tell, but just pay attention. I don't know.
He just answered your question while trying to start stuff.
What did you say? What I say?
She said, "Yeah, Dalvina, 10 years, no real relationships with women, red flag."
Hmm. Yeah, because ashy men don't care about all that lotion and shit. Gotta grease up. Smelling better. I'm like, it's all right to wear cologne when you Going out, but where you going that you need to put cologne on every day? Where you going? You going to work? What bitch you out there checking out that you gotta put cologne to go to work and you work at the motherfucking big three or something?
What's the big three?
One of the motor, where they make cars.
But he don't want to be in there stinking, Juicy Kim. I don't need.
That's what deodorant for. You put your deodorant on, you take your shower. You ain't going on there. Cause men at the plant, they be cheating.
Money Boy says you got to keep the skin moisturized.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. Give me ashy. I take ashy over moisturized.
So you want a dude smelling like motor oil, antifreeze?
If you getting off work, yep. Y'all do.
Yeah, crazy.
If you working hard,
Look at what Margie said. Margie said if he sleep too much, first thing she say is, "Who you got pregnant?"
and that's how my kids' great grandmama said to her grandson, somebody pregnant, because he was sleeping a lot. That's how they knew every time he got somebody pregnant.
So Candy says she like her man to smell good all the time.
They smell good when we going out. But if you going to work, who you smelling good for? Who at work is you smelling good for? You going to work. I mean, I can see if he a lawyer, a doctor, something like that of a nature, but I'm just saying if he working at an auto somewhere or something like that, well, who the fuck is you going to work to smell good for? And you better come back with your nails dirty. And as long as you wash your hands, because you ain't got no dirt on your nails, your ass ain't been to work. You left here saying you were going to work.
Good morning, can't handle the truth. I got a bone to pick with you. Uh, you have turned me into a Timu. Oh, mm-hmm. Juicy Kim, did you say that E. Brooks was gonna have a sipper baby? Honey boy, old Subway foots on your ass. I came with Margie. Uh, yes, can't handle the truth.
Now, who said who was going to have a sipper baby? I said that?
E. Brooks said that according to you, she gonna have a sipper baby.
Hmm. Well, she keep raw dogging somebody. She liable to.
Oh Lord.
I'm not saying that they had no kind of intercourse. I'm just saying if you raw dog somebody, you're liable to. My mama say when dick and pussy connect, sometimes that happens.
Baby gonna name be E Trey. E Trey.
E-Trey. Lord have mercy. Come on, you E-Trey. Come on. And then look, and they gonna bring it to me to babysit. Child, they don't want me to babysit. They baby gonna be tore the hell up. And might go to school talking about the teacher be like, good morning, boys, girls. Fuck you, bitch. Damn thing cracking me up. I
Okay.
was like, that damn tick. What was that on TikTok? What was that on Instagram or something? That little thing. I said, oh my God. Can you believe your child? You see your child at school. Teacher say, good morning, boys and girls. And the little child say, fuck you, bitch.
Elijah E. Brooks Tales. Oh, Money Boy blushing.
No, I'm not out the chain. Can't handle the truth. Good morning, boo. I'm being good, y'all. I've been good all week. I've been good.
She has been good.
Mm-hmm. She talking about she don't believe in abuse. What kind of abuse? Look, popping your children's hand, giving them a spanking is not abuse. That is not abuse. You teaching them right from wrong. Either you gonna teach them or the streets gonna teach them. Which one you want to choose? There's a good way to whoop your children, and there's the bad way to beat your children. A mother is supposed to chastise their child. I'm black. I'm not white. I'm not. I'm sorry, Duchess. No offense, but I'm like whooping your ass. What you mean? Stay off what apps? Girl, it was funny. I was like, what kind of shit is that? Can't get the one the teacher say, good morning, boys and girls. And the little boy say, fuck you, bitch. I was like, who little boy that is? And all the teacher said was, you must don't wanna be here. The fuck? I was like, no, he must not want to be nowhere in there. And then he said something else, a cuss word, and then I guess the daddy got up and got him. I was like, wow, this is crazy. I'm gonna spank your sipper baby because your sipper baby gonna need it if it talk like the sipper daddy. Yeah. Your sipper baby gonna need a sipper whooping. The fuck? Come on, you not gonna spank my sipper babies. Your baby number one on my spank list. Shit, this little grandbaby I got, I hit his little hand, and he did here cross his arms like I'm not gonna give you my hands again. So he will go on the other side where I can't reach him and do the exact same thing. Take shit out the garbage. Like, no, we're not doing that. I said, you done got slick. I'm gonna tear that ass up.
E. Brooks says stop doctoring her cat.
What cat? What cat? Ugh. I know that's right, Marjorie. Really?
Yeah, so we were just talking about relationships. And
What's y'all input? The men. Who is the men in here? What's the men's point of view? Money boy still in here?
yeah, we got Money Boy and Mookie.
Oh, Mookie. Oh, okay. Mookie, what's your input on relationships? Cause I don't see Money Boy no more. Oh, her pocketbook. That's what my great grandma used to call it. You can't give every man your pocketbook. I was like, I don't want to get no man my pocketbook. I'm thinking she talking about a purse. I didn't know she was talking about that pocketbook. Margie, you from down south too? Cause I swear you got some down south terminology.
Duchess said when her grandson was born, she sang every word to him, made up songs, whole voice changed, and all that.
Who said that?
Duchess. Mookie said he's here.
Okay, Mookie, what you think about that? What you think about relationships?
Hold on, I'm great. Drop him. Drop the link.
Oh, did you do what? Is that back on? No, I'll turn it off. You get 'em?
Y'all excuse Juicy Kim. Welcome, Mookie.
Hey, hey, how you doing? Good morning, beautiful queen.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, all right. My thought, my topic, well, my opinion that I think about relationships when it comes to a man and woman. Number one, I was raised by my grandparents. I'm 36 years old. I was raised by my grandparents, and they was married for 61 years. And the very first thing that they taught me was you have to put God first. You
Right.
have to put God first. God must be your first priority in your relationship. Because the Bible did say when a man finds a wife, he finds itself a good thing. He never said when a woman finds a man. He never said that. He said when a man, not a boy.
Right.
Because he said when a man finds a wife, he finds himself a good thing and he finds favor with God. So so that's the first thing that people should do when they get involved is to put God first in everything. So the second thing I believe you must have communication between one another. That's the second thing. Because I believe that every relationship comes with balance. Every relationship comes with balance. And the worst thing you can do in your relationship is to let an outside run the inside of your home.
Mm-hmm. Preach, son.
To let
Preach.
outside run the inside of your home. Words say what God joins together, let no man
Let
put us.
no man.
So, and I'm gonna throw this one in here, and this is for free. Now, nobody take this the wrong way. The reason why most of these people in these generations can't stay together is because some people allow other people to put their relationships under. Some people got girlfriends just like men have outside male friends that's jealous. And they don't want you to have nobody because they ain't got nobody. And if they do
Uh-huh.
body, they done messed up their relationship, so they trying to make you unhappy because they not happy. And
Or
that's
they
when
miss that friendship, that hanging out that y'all used to do back in the day, you miss. Mm-hmm.
right, and that's when you gotta set the balance straight. That's when you gotta set the balance straight. And if a person can't respect your spouse, you got, especially if they in your household and they trying to tell you what to do in your household, you have every obligation to put your foot down and say, hey, look, if you can't respect my beautiful queen, leave. If you can't respect my man, leave. I don't care if it's mama, sister, brother, whoever. If you got your own place, you paying your own bill, you have every right to tell them to leave. Now back to the men's part. Cause I'm gonna throw this one for the brothers, cause of some of these brothers get these so confused when it about being the head of the household. The scripture did say that the husband is the head of the wife, which is Christ is head of the church. Now I'm gonna break this down because I had a lot of backlash on this, but I don't bite my tongue. I keep it real.
All right
Be,
now.
being the head of your household, brothers, is not telling a woman do what I say do.
Hmm.
Being the head of a husband is not controlling a woman and say, oh, because some people will take that scripture so lightly, the Bible so lightly. Oh, well, the Bible says, man is head of the wife, Christ church. So she got to do what I say, do whatever I say, do. She better do it. Whatever I say, go, she better go. That's not what being the head is all about. Because if you got a woman, you got to treat her like a queen, not like a child. She's already been raised. She's a grown woman. She's been raised by her parents. If you got a woman, you treat her like a queen. Don't treat her like she's some person on the street. That's the way I feel about it. You
Hmm.
and relationships is all about balance. It's all about coming together. It's all about communication. It's all about you know keeping things real. Don't hide nothing from each other. You
Right.
know, just tell each other before if you talking about going to the next level, and you got to be real open with that person. Means you got to be open with that woman, because if you don't be open with that woman not gonna have no trust for you. That
If you
it,
lose trust in the man, it ain't no relationship.
yeah, yeah. And women, you got to be open, honest with the man. There's nothing wrong with telling the man about your past life. There's nothing wrong with telling the situations that you went through. Some people are like, well, I don't want to tell a man about my past life. My past is my past. Okay, yes, true, but how you gonna get to know you?
That's what I say. That's what I say.
I had a problem. I had a sister came to me on the phone about that. I said, well, if you don't want a man to get to know your past life so he can accept you for who you is, how he gonna
Uh-huh.
you if he don't understand your heart?
And that's the bottom line. You keeping see you feeling certain kind of way, and you like this and like that, and you don't want him to know what you like. Then how is it a relationship? How is it that you want him to trust you, and he don't really know you, or he
Right,
telling you little
right.
shit bits and pieces, and it's just not to me. It's not a relationship. I can't do it. I'm an open book. I'm gonna tell you what I like, what I don't like, what I did in my past. I don't care. Either you accept me or you don't, and if not, well, we good. I don't
Uh,
have no issues with that.
uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's what I'm saying. And see, that's like the problem with certain people. Be like, I don't want to tell my past life. I don't want to tell my past life. Well, you ain't qualified to be in a relationship. That's why I
That's
said
what I say.
men same way. I don't want to talk about what my ex baby mama done did. I don't want to talk with it. If you don't want to talk about the stuff, if you willing to go to the next level, then you're not qualified as a man to be in a relationship. Because a real man and a real woman will tell about their past life in order to them to go to the next level. You know, if
Right,
I'm dating,
especially to sit there and see this pattern. Especially if you sit there and you looking at a pattern of what happened in your past, coming into your future, and you don't want to say what it was, and then maybe it could have been fixed if I already knew what you went through. So
yeah,
that's why I'm like, say what you
yeah,
say, Mookie. Go ahead.
yeah. And see, that's the generational problem that we got in this world. That's why so many people now always talk about they want to find happiness, but then when you see somebody that's trying to get to know you, the very first thing you say, "Well, I don't want to talk about my past life. I don't want to talk about my past life." Like I told you, I had a friend that was like that. I had went to work and I had talked to a friend on the job. She was like, I don't believe in talking about my past. Like, I feel like whatever that went on, my past, you tell me if we go out and you tell me your ex that you dated, she broke your heart, this and that. I don't want to hear all that. I said, well, you ain't qualified to be with nobody then. I said, because how you gonna expect for a man to know you and accept you for you? I said, you just literally said you want a man to love you, to appreciate you, accept you and your kids.
Unconditional,
But
right?
right,
Unconditional.
thank you, that unconditional love, but you're not willing to be pure heart and open to a man explaining himself about what he went through. I don't know what's wrong with this generation. My daddy said, I talked to him this morning, and y'all keep him in prayer. He's in the hospital, fighting cancer. So I
Praying.
talked to him this morning, and he said he's not. Now my daddy is old school. My daddy said that this generation is going to hell. It's going straight to hell. That's what he said. He said because he said back in the day where he come from the country, the older women would teach the younger women how to be women. And the older men would teach the young men how to be men. He said back in the day, you didn't even have to go to the pastors or the preachers. Sometimes the fathers would teach the sons how to conduct themselves as men when they treat women. Treat them like a beautiful queen.
So,
Love, huh?
okay. So you speaking a lot of meat this morning. But the thing to go back about being an open book, like
Mm-hmm.
you can't just start out telling your whole life story. Like there's certain levels that as you level up in a relationship, there's levels as to how much you expose or
Right,
reveal to your loved one. But
right.
to just like they were saying in the chat, is Sirius and Duchess, is you go into a relationship spilling your, whole life story, and you
Mm-hmm.
continue with that relationship, and they end up throwing things that you've done in your past against you, using your past against you. You see what I'm saying? Or you could chase them away. Now, if they were meant to stay, then they're gonna stay, and regardless.
Well, I put it to you like this, uh, Queen. When God sends you somebody that'll love you for who you really is, they gonna accept you no matter what you go through, and it's gonna be from God. Because I respect what you saying on your platform. That's true. But that's just how the way I was brought up. I was brought up old school. So, when you get to know somebody, and I agree, you may not tell them everything the life story, but you got to know what a person that went through for in order to accept them for who they really are. You know, just can't jump in a relationship and say, "Oh, I want to be with you. Let's live together. Let's do this," without getting to knowing each other, without having,
Yeah.
because the
So
scripture says,
there's
"All that get in understanding."
yeah. So what I'm saying is, and what is we're old school. I'm old school too, but
Right.
as far as standing on how I was raised and the things that were taught to my brother and I.
Okay,
But the
look,
thing
do that.
is, like, I'll come and I'll tell you, like, we're gonna start dating.
Mm,
Things, like, have you I'm not going to it's not to hide anything from you, but at this point, you nor I know what level this relationship is or what it's going to. But
right.
what you do know is that, you be open and honest and transparent. That doesn't mean that you're telling everything. It means that
True.
as this level grows, you grow through certain levels of security where you feel comfortable. And at this point, you're learning what your mate can accept and what they can accept,
That's
what
true.
will bother them, what won't bother them. So that's all I'm saying is, you
I
know,
agree. I
yeah,
agree. I respect
there's
that. I
there's
respect that.
levels to the relationship.
Yeah, yeah, it's levels and balance in certain things. I respect
Yeah.
that. I respect that. But you see, when I this is why a lot of times, a lot of relationships that people that's been dating or getting to knowing each other,
Mhm.
a lot of people, and this is what my father was saying today. He said a lot of times relationships, even engagements, it has to be nursed, which means it has to be fed, it has to be taught with wisdom and knowledge and understanding. And he said the reason why a lot of couples are splitting up to this day is because the relationship is not nursed, is not being taught, is not being taught. Somebody is not doing what they're supposed to do to keep their house in order. You know, you got people like it. Because me, I'm the type of man, I don't like chaos. I don't like drama, especially if I'm with somebody. You
Mhm.
know, you coming to me telling me, oh man, my mother want to move in. She got problems and this and that and all of this type of stuff. And she coming in trying to manipulate your relationship. I don't like that. That's just me. I had a homeboy that came to me and told me, he said, man, my wife, she brought her mother in my house and our house, and she got an unqualified marriage, and she treating her husband so bad to the point where he got dementia and cussing him out real bad, and now she trying to destroy me, and she trying to destroy my wife and our home, and I'm telling my wife not to bring her mother. You know, she could come over and spend the night, but as far as moving in, no, she can't do that because she's need to be where her husband is. You know, when you see, it's one thing to get married, but it's another thing to stay married. You know, anybody can go to the altar and say, I do. But them words I do is a powerful word. Because when you say, I take this man to be my lawfully wedded husband, or I take this woman to be my lawfully wedded wife, that means God watching over your shoulder. That's a vow that you made, not just to your spouse, but to God too. That's a vow that you made. Because once you start a whole life with somebody, you start in the family. The Bible even said, if a man leave mother and father, now this is to the brothers. The Bible said, if a man leave mother and father and cleave to his wife, they become one flesh. So when you are grown and you get married, that means you starting a new family. You starting a new family. That means you start paying bills, you start buying groceries, you start providing for the home. That means you can't go around take care of your outside people and not take care of your spouse. You know, and that's the way I see it. Because you got some people they get with somebody, and then when they start off with people, and I gotta say this, and I know some folk gonna get mad when I say this. Sometimes family members can't stay out of relationships.
I don't know.
Sometimes
Just me
people can't stay out of
personally,
marriage.
keep my relationships private.
Bingo. That's what I was finna say too. Cause that's what I do. You know, I'm a private person. I'm not a open stuff. I have never been when I've been with somebody, I have never like the type of person, you know how when folk get Facebook, they put in or I'm in a relationship publicly. I'm in a relationship. Now, if you want to do that, that's fine. That's your right. But a lot of stuff you got to be careful of. Everything comes with balance. Everything comes with knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Know what you're doing. Because once you put your business out there, everybody gonna want to know what you got. Everybody gonna want to know who you with, who you talking to, who you with, and who you that, who you this, who you that, or is he a good man, or is she a good woman? And a half of them ones that's talking is living miserable in their relationship. That's why you gotta watch the ones that run their mouth. You gotta watch the ones that ain't the ones that living miserable and want to see you unhappy because they not happy. You gotta watch the ones that's like that. Cause if you ain't careful and you bring that snake in, my father used to say a snake gonna always be a snake. Don't ever trust a pet snake for a friend. Cause
Ain't that what I be trying to tell you? Ain't that what I be saying? Come correct.
you gotta be careful. Because most people that you can have us around you can be snakes. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a little story that my grandmama told me. And shout out to my grandmama. She just turned 98 today. Shout out to her. So she told me a story. She said I was talking to her about an individual and that I used to talk to and I thought that was loyal. And she said everybody that you have around you is not your friend. Everybody that you talk to is not really loyal. Sometimes you got to keep, your circle small, because everybody that you surround you, some folk can be snakes. And then, my grandmother is from the country. She liked to make up a story, and the story made sense. She said it was a young girl. It was a young girl and the mama was driving. They was driving in the woods, and while they was driving, the snake was tangled up. Now I want y'all to hear this so y'all can take this in social media. The snake was tangled up on the phone pole, and the snake was saying, "Help, help, help me! Somebody help me!" And the mother told the little girl, not to get out of the car. Don't get out of the car saying the snake. Mama, the snake is tied up. The snake is tied up. The snake is tied up on the phone. He just want me to save him. I'm just trying to be his friend. She said, don't get out of the car. The young girl got out of the car and she went in the woods. And when she went in the woods, she climbed on the phone pole. And she said, Mr. Snake, I got you. I'm going to save you, Mr. Snake. I'm going to save you, friend. I got you. When she got up to the phone pole, now watch this. She grabbed the snake and put it on. Yeah, she put it on her shoulders and she climbed back down from the phone pole. And when she climbed back down, my grandmama said the snake turned around and bit her. And she said, the little girl shouted out, Mr. Snake, why would you bite me?
Yeah.
Why did you bite me? I didn't do nothing to you. I just tried to be your friend. Why did you bite me? She said that snake looked at her and told her, I'm still a snake.
Right.
And when I did,
What you thought I was gonna
some
do? What you
some
thought I was gonna do?
some folks around is snakes.
I think every country person heard that line. I ain't but my age say the same thing. All of us from the country that heard that before. I'm telling you, a
Yep,
snake will still be a snake. I don't care if you try to
yep,
save it, it's still gonna bite the hand that feeds you. You got to be
yep,
careful of these snakes, and sometimes you can spot a snake from a mile away. You ain't
yep.
even got to get close to it. Yes, indeed.
And they turned around and told her, I'm still a snake. And even when she was, and I'm glad because this ain't nothing but confirmation. I know it. because she say even when you deal with somebody or you dating somebody, you have to watch your surroundings. You have to watch your surroundings and watch the people who you carry. Don't tell everybody about your business because some people will poison you with their tongue. Some people will poison you. Some folks got cancer killers in the mouth and they just kill people with their tongue because they don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you miserable. They don't mean they don't want to see you happy. They don't want to see you have a good life with somebody
Yeah.
because they so miserable because whatever they excuse my French, but whatever they got fucked up in their home and what took place in their home, they
Mm-hmm.
want to take it out on your relationship. Those is the type of people that are snakes. Those is the type of people that sow stony seeds. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be careful how you surround yourself.
So, yeah.
Certain people, especially in your relationship, it's always good to keep your relationship private. It's
Mm-hmm.
always good to keep it to yourself. Don't
So it's
let
always
everybody.
that one person. It's always somebody that's envy of you. You might not know that, but the way people talk, they
Yeah,
envy. And envy is a sin, baby. They not
yeah,
my household is not supposed to take care of your household. You are
yeah,
not thy neighbor's keeper. I am not. So you got to be careful out here. I'm telling y'all. Go ahead and preach your preach, boy. Watch out now.
yeah. So you got to be careful who you surround yourself to even in relationships. Now, I'm gonna say this because a lot of these generations now is so messed up when they get with somebody. They think when they get with somebody, the first thing should come in their mind is sex all the time. Relationship is more than to it than just sex. And I'm gonna say that. Now, don't get me wrong, making love good and all that, but I'm saying it's gotten to the point where people get to the point where, oh well, if she don't give me none, I'm not gonna be with her no more. Or he don't give me none, I ain't gonna be with him. But when the test comes and when the trial comes, is you willing to stay with a person? See, it's one thing to say I love you, but when you get out of the bedroom, you gonna go through some ups, you gonna go through some downs. You gonna go through some situation, but y'all have to learn how to go through it and work through it together. Communicate, pray about it, talk about it. Don't run to outside people and get advice from somebody that don't know shit. Don't go to somebody that's a cancer killer in their mouth and they want to poison you with their tongue, like I said about the snake. They want to poison you with their tongue and they want to tell you things what you want to hear. And half of them telling you stuff, they ain't even been with that person long and they already done got problems. You going to a person that got problems and they trying to tell you, well, this is what I think you should do. This is what I think you should do. I think you should walk off with that man. I think you just should separate for him. I think you should do this. And that when you hear people talk like that, that tells you that they live in miserable. They happy of what they want to do. So they want to tear whatever season God has for you down because they down. And this is why I say you got to be careful who the company that you keep. You got to be careful of the company that you keep. Somebody just typed in communication is the key. Absolutely.
Wait a minute, who from Louisiana? Who she talking about from Louisiana? Who from Louisiana? She talking about me? Or you, Mookie?
Yeah, communication is the key. And
Mookie, is
what
you
you say?
from? Are you from Louisiana?
Uh-uh. I was
Oh,
from
you must
Michigan.
be talking about me then. I couldn't tell that. Let me clear this here up. I'm from Michigan. E. Brooks. My roots is from Louisiana. That's all. And my mama was born and raised in Louisiana. It's all. I mean, I just know all this what he talking about because I heard it growing up as a child. That's what I'm saying. I know. I understand. He always teasing me. So go ahead and move that side.
Now, I'm gonna go some if sister don't mind me saying this, and I'm gonna throw this one in there, and it's gonna be free. If you not with somebody, brothers, and hear me out. If you're not with somebody, and if the woman, don't want a relationship and she just wants you to take care of your child, whatever you do, brothers, no matter what you and that person go through, don't avoid your child. Don't avoid your child. Because no matter what the situation is, that's your child. That's your child. Brothers, be the man that God wants you to be. Be the head and not the tail. Take care of your children. Some people feel like, well, this woman said she didn't want to be with me, so I'm not gonna take care of my children. Yet, and see, this is the problem with this generation too. They feel like if a woman don't want to be with them and everything, they want to stop taking care of their kids. They want to stop buying the baby stuff and buying this and buying that, all because a woman don't want to be with them, and they get so tired of them doing what they doing and being lazy and trifling and always want to just murmur and complain and do this and do that. And then when it comes to the point where, well, if she don't want me back there, I'm not gonna see my son. She don't want me back, I'm not gonna see my daughter. And that's why most of them now get on child support.
Okay, so Mookie, what's your final thoughts? And we're gonna
My
you can Kim and Mookie, and we're gonna
okay,
wrap this up.
okay. My final thought is relationship. Put God first. Have communication with balance, with wisdom and understanding. Keep your relationship private. Don't let any and everybody know what you got going on in your life. If you keep God first, keep your relationship private, you will have a happy home. And keep your communication strong. Keep your communication strong with that person. So that's all I have to say.
And thank you for coming up,
Thank you so
the
much.
male's perspective. And Juicy Kim, our little thought box. Juicy Kim, quit arguing with Ebooks.
I'm here. I'm still trying to get over the fact that that old heifer over yonder called me a slut. Come on, it's out of love. I'm gonna beat her ass. I'm gonna beat her ass. Come correct. I'm gonna whoop her. I'm gonna whoop her with a stitcher cord. I'm gonna tear that ass up.
Okay. Well, it's been fun again. This was impromptu, and um, thank you guys for supporting. Mookie, thank you for gracing the panel. Um, and we'll do this again. We'll do this again, and we're gonna go over there to look at some true crimes. And Mookie, your drop game is like it's hot. I saw that the other day. And if you guys would like more of these nice morning discussions, put a one in the chat. I know it's been a minute, but you know, I've
Yeah,
had
we like input. We like to share. We like input. You know,
yeah.
we if you want me to whoop Trailer Joe's ass, let me know because I'm gonna get on stitcher cord and tear that ass up. She need a whooping because she ain't had that in a long time. She needs a whooping because I'm her fingers. I'm gonna cut them fingers off. That's what it is. It's them fingers.
All righty. So we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. And She gonna whip you, E. Brooks. And again, thank you, Mookie, for sharing your input. Very good conversation, and we will do this again. Alrighty, and thank you guys for supporting, ladies and gents. Thank you for your opinions.
Thank you for coming to Starsky and Hutch.
Thank you, Juicy Kim.
Welcome. You're welcome. Come correct anytime.
Y'all crazy, but I love y'all anyway. And we are out.
We are out. Bye bye.
Bye bye.